Right now at 6 a.m. here on Fox 61, a road in Simsbury has been closed for at least 9 hours after a water main broke last night. We're going to get you the latest on where the repairs stand this morning.
And a man is behind bars this morning as he faces a murder charge in connection to a woman's death from Massachusetts. What a medical examiner's report is releasing and revealing about the investigation.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Thanks so much for starting yours off with us here at Fox 61. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Bridget Bureau. We are halfway through the work week, and finally we're going to see the sun today.
It's been a few days, I know.
Quite the change, and Rachel Piscatelli is getting a taste of it outside. Good morning.
Now, let's go outside to the New England Patio and Hearth Outdoor Studio.
Good morning. It is certainly nice and bright outside now as we expect to see even more decrease in clouds, an abundant amount of sunshine expected for our Wednesday. Humidity has dropped off too, so it just feels gorgeous outside. I love coming out here so I can get a taste of what is to come, which is going to be just beautiful conditions for our Wednesday. The rain, a thing of the past. Although we are trending a little bit cooler than this time yesterday, taking a look at some of those numbers, anywhere from 5 to about 9 degrees cooler in spots. So certainly is feeling a bit different outside as temperatures are in the upper 50s and lower 60s right now at 59 towards the Quiet Corner, 60 degrees in Meriden, and towards the Elm City this morning along the I-95 corridor around 63 degrees. Visibility not a huge issue now. That all coming up. Wasn't anticipating that to be an issue, but there were some areas first thing this morning that had a little bit of fog to deal with, very low-lying clouds. Taking a look at our wind speeds later on today, anywhere from 5 to about 10 miles per hour. There might be a slight breeze that kicks in mainly after about noon, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour. So planning on going to Travelers or just heading out or maybe just going for a walk or going golfing yourself, temperatures will move into the mid to upper 60s by about 8 o'clock this morning. By 10 o'clock, we've already jumped into the 70s. High temperatures today warming up quickly in the lower 80s. Heading through our Thursday, temperatures dropping into the 50s to near 60 in the morning. And then by the afternoon, around 80 degrees. And then for our Friday, we are tracking some changes. However, I think timing is going to be on our side for Friday. We are going to see some rain in the morning, but by the second half of the day, we clear out. It turns muggy, but not hot. We'll have more details on it, walk you through the hour by hour and explain coming up in just around 10 to 15 minutes. Now let's check in with our roads this morning as we have a closure to get to right now over in Woodstock. So zooming in here at Route 197, both directions closed this morning at Route 169 and Prospect Street. This is reported because of a tree down happening around 3:55, almost 4 o'clock this morning. We also have some lingering road work on Route 2 in Colchester. So taking a look here, both the east and westbound side this morning dealing with road work between about 20 and 22 and 25 and 23. So about 1 to 2 mile stretch of that roadway is being impacted by it. We also know that the off ramp at exit 22 on that eastbound side is closed this morning. We'll let you know when that resumes. Over to you.
Rachel, thank you. 6:03 now. A Burlington man already facing multiple charges involving alleged assaults and strangulation against women is now being charged with murder. State police arrested 28-year-old Cole Werhan Tuesday after investigators say a 28-year-old woman's death was ruled a homicide. She was from Massachusetts. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is live in Torrington with what we know ahead of the expected court appearance. This is a disturbing case, Glenn, which appears to have a lot of layers to it.
Yeah, good morning, Bridget. This case started off as a suspicious death investigation, which then escalated into a murder case. That's what police tell us. They're saying the 28-year-old Cole Werhan of Burlington was arrested Tuesday after investigators learned about the death of 41-year-old Janina Brooke Murphy of Massachusetts. They said it was a homicide. Now, the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner determined Murphy died from blunt force injuries to the head. State police were called to a home on Clear Hill Road in Burlington late on the night of March 29th for a report of that death. And detectives say Werhan was the only person inside the home when troopers arrived. After months of investigation by the Western District Major Crime Squad, state police arrested Werhan Tuesday afternoon and charged him with murder. He's being held on a $5 million bond and is expected to appear here in Torrington Superior Court later on this morning. Now, talking about those layers here, this isn't the first time that Werhan was facing some serious criminal allegations. He's already facing multiple pending cases accusing him of assaulting several women in Connecticut Connecticut, and investigators have previously alleged a pattern of violent behavior dating back several years. Now, prosecutors will begin presenting evidence in what has become the most serious charges against him yet. We'll be in court for Warhan's hearing later on this morning at 10 a.m. We'll bring you the latest from that hearing later on tonight on the news at 5. Live in Torrington, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
All right, Glenn, thanks for the update. I know we'll get back with you and get more information when we can. Well, meantime, at 6:05, happening right now in Simsbury. Crews are hard at work. They're trying to repair a water main break. This is a live look right now on how the repairs are going. This is on Owensbrook Boulevard. Now, the break happened between Musket Trail and Winterset Lane. Crews have been out there trying to repair the break for several hours. This is since last night. It appears there was a crack on the inside of an existing pipe. And we're told the majority of the homes do have their water back on. But unfortunately, there's no word on when the road is expected to reopen.
6:06 is your time right now. And today in West Haven, city leaders are expected to give an update on a shooting on Saturday night that took the lives of 2 men. Police say Miguel Blake and Dravery Blake were killed after they were shot outside of a bar on Campbell Avenue. West Haven police believe the shooting was isolated to a situation that took place at the bar. And today's news conference is expected at 11:30 this morning. Also in New Haven, there are concerns about recent violence after a shooting that left 2 people dead. This is the first round of deadly shootings in the city this year. They happened on Woodward Avenue Monday afternoon, and New Haven police say before the recent shooting, the city had gone this far into the year without a single homicide. And this is the first time this has happened since 1988. They were hoping to keep that trend going. As Fox 61's Alicia Hercules explains this morning, officers and violence prevention groups are now working to prevent any potential uptick in violence as we head into the busy summer months.
Here at the Connecticut Violence Intervention and Prevention Center, organizers tell me they're scrambling to respond to this because they fear the shooting could cause a dangerous ripple effect.
It just seems like all the hard work, that we did, to try to keep things calm, it's giving us, total reset.
Leonard Jihad, the founder and CEO of Connecticut Violence Intervention and Prevention, says incidents like the double homicide on Woodward Avenue causes a shift in the city.
Every time there is a homicide, it just resonates throughout the community.
Prior to that shooting, the city's last homicide was nearly 7 months ago. Christian Brockhart, New Haven's public information officer, says the homicide is disappointing and heartbreaking for the city. He says the fact that this is the first one of the year shows they're on the right track.
We don't want any homicides, but the fact that they're trending down and the fact that we were this far into the year without one, I think is a good sign.
Christina Martin has lived in the city for 10 years. She feels the city has only gotten safer over the years.
I personally have not felt in danger living in New Haven, and I think the reputation of New Haven as a dangerous place is overblown.
With summer vacation on the horizon, Brockhart says the city works closely with youth and violence prevention organizations.
We'd like to prevent crimes first rather than solve them. Obviously, when they happen, we're going to look to solve them.
Jihad says CTVIP uses youth programs to deter violence in the city, especially amongst young people.
As a community, as a nonprofit, we try to fill those gaps. Like they say, an idle time or idle mind, is the devil's workshop.
As police continue to investigate the double homicide, Brockhart says community tips and support is the key to keeping the trend of violence going downward. In New Haven, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Officers in Newington are still looking for the person who stole an ATM from a gas station. Now, this happened at the Eagles Nest gas station on Hartford Avenue. This was early Sunday morning. Customers we spoke with say that they're shocked that this happened.
Very surprised. We utilize the Yanni's next door, and then I come over here to get some gas occasionally. Yes, very surprised because the police presence in Newington is very good, and they were very protective of the businesses, so I was very surprised.
Police haven't said yet how many people they're looking for. Meantime, a new state report shows that there were fewer violent offenses and fewer property crimes in communities across the state from last year. Fox 61's Victoria Anderson has taken a deeper dive into the numbers.
Business owners tell me these new stats are just one step in bringing people back out to some of the state's larger cities, making people feel more safe to eat, shop, drink, or even live in places like downtown Hartford. The 130-page report from the Department of Energy Services and Public Protection shows violent crime is down 7.4%, while crime against property dropped by 16.7%. This data was collected from local and state departments. And Hartford business owner Joni Morneau tells us she hopes the new drops change perceptions about the state's larger cities.
Waterbury has their assets. Bridgeport has their assets. New Haven has their assets. Let's stop bashing and saying that there's so much crime in every urban center, and let's start telling people, well, come visit and figure it out yourself if you think it's that bad, because it's really not.
Hartford, Waterbury, and Bridgeport have seen a decrease in violent crime over the past year. However, the report did find an increase in crimes against society statewide, which includes drugs and narcotic violations. Those spiked upwards of 5.7%. The state is currently in step with national trends, which show a steady decline since the mid-pandemic peak. In Hartford, Victoria Anderson, Fox 61.
More than 350,000 Connecticut kids will receive additional food assistance this summer while they're home from school. The governor says families who qualify for the summer EBT program are receiving $120 per kid to help cover grocery costs while school's out. In total, more than $42 million in benefits will be distributed statewide. Most eligible families were automatically enrolled. Applications remain open through the end of August. And coming up on the Fox 61 Morning News at 6, nearly 100 workers at Bradley International Airport are set to lose their jobs. We'll explain what's behind those layoffs.
Also ahead for you, a federal judge blocked restrictions on what SNAP recipients can buy. We'll tell you why candy and sugary drinks remain eligible.